Say I was blown away when the door opened and I saw a UCLA guy standing there wearing a captain's uniform is an understatement. I'd have been less surprised if it were Gavin MacLeod, the 88-year-old captain of the Love Boat television show. But there he was, in all his sexy glory, grinning at me and inviting me into his home. All through dinner, I kept thinking about the fact that his bedroom was just on the other side of the cabin. I wondered what it was like. What were his tastes in furnishings? What would he taste like? I kept having to shake my head back to reality. I'd already ruled out a shipboard fling when I thought he was UCLA guy. This was a work trip, but now that I know he's the captain of the whole ship, forget about it. It's a work trip for him, too. And as I see it, the best way to ruin my cruise line speaking career is to sleep with the boss. Who are you trying to text? I whispered to Sam as she kept checking the phone. That guy, Josh. Oh, wow. You're still talking to him? I wondered if things were heating up between them. We never established what to do if she wanted to bring someone up to the suite. Yeah, he invited me to his cabin for a drink after this dinner. She smiled and winked at me. Better stop off at our place for that protection you brought. She patted her purse. Already brought it, my friend. This isn't my first cruise around the island. Oh, it isn't? When were you here last? Jane asked as she sat down next to us. We just grinned. There was a knock on the door, and the security guy who brought me up here was back to collect the guests. As I stood to tell Captain Luca thank you for the evening, he pulled me aside. I was wondering if maybe we might talk about your book a little bit before you head out, if you don't have other plans, that is. He smiled at me, and those dimples melted me. How could he be so damn handsome? Like, how is it biologically possible to be that beautiful? I looked over at Sam, who was grinning at her phone. She must have gotten cell service. No, my friend is meeting someone for a drink, so I'm free. Well, that sounded lame, Charlie. You sound like an antisocial loser. He reached out and grabbed my hand with both hands and said, Great, let me just say goodbye to the other guests. As he walked away, my hands were literally buzzing with electric energy. If this is what he could do to me with a handshake, can you imagine what he'd be like in bed?